Hello, everybody, and welcome to Football Manager 26, where we're starting a new save. We've kind of updated the database a little bit. And the other thing we are doing that's a little bit different today is we are starting with the Swedish league start date. So that puts us into essentially present day because it's starting on the 16th of March, 2026. Today is the 18th of March as I record this. Excuse me there. And so we are going to be playing in Scotland, and we're going to be playing Hamilton, who is a relegation struggler. They were founded in 1874. They do have good training facilities, but average youth. They love the club, no board or supporter culture. Currently, they are a professional club. They have 8,086 all-seater stadium. They were knocked out in the third round by Albion at the Scottish Cup, knocked out in the group stage of the Premier Sports Cup, and knocked out of the second round by Cove Rangers Football Club. Motherwell is their rival, and they also had a league points deduction of 15. We are going to create a new manager profile. Let's see here. We will go for... Okay, we'll go for him. We'll change his outfit, but his attire, I should say. Right. I mean, that's kind of cool, but we'll just start with that. We'll go with a red top, black bottom. Okay, yeah, we'll go with that. That works. Wrist wear, we'll give him a gold watch, which you can't really see. I know. You know what? I kind of actually like that look. I kind of like that look. All right. We'll go with that. We will call ourselves Brodie Walsh. We'll give ourselves the fictional birthday. We'll just pick a random thing. We'll go May. You know what? Actually, I'll pick my mom's birthday in May 10. But I'll give myself my birth year of 1984. Place of birth, I will say I'm Scottish. Actually, no. We'll be from Wales. And let's say we'll just be from... let's just be from Porth. There we go. So we'll be Welsh. So we'll speak Welsh. Sure. What were our credentials? I'll be a lower league veteran, and we are constantly turned up in the lower leagues, including semi-pro football. Okay. Coaching wise, I'll say I was a... I was a youth coach. How well am I known for it? Part-time. I'll say I'm recognized locally. We'll go for the National C license, so we'll start obscure. the lowest license you can have besides not having one, but we're going to be a developer, so we're going to develop our youth. You can select, 3, I think? Yep. The system builder, and we want to be energetic. My personality, I'll say we're resilient. We're driven. Those are the 2 things we're going to choose. And again, Brodie Walsh is ready to embark on a new journey. Again, we are starting as the manager of Hamilton. Hamilton said to appoint Brodie Walsh, 41-year-old Welsh manager Brodie Walsh, is said to be named as Hamilton's new boss at a move that many expect to see the club injected with a renewed energy, with a focus on possession-based football and a prioritization of developing young players. Driven and resilient, Walsh will join the ACs in a move that will intrigue many within the game, and insiders are confident that his traits are well-suited, building the sort of culture expected throughout the club. A lower league veteran as a player, he has some local experience from a coaching perspective, but now takes this opportunity to further his career. I was going to say, we have a job. I was a little confused there for a moment. So right now we are in 7th place. Little bit clear of relegation. Well behind promotion, though. So we're not going to get promoted this year. But that's fine. We have 7 matches remaining. Could get 89,000 euros if we stay in 7th. Inverness and Montrose have 53 and 50 points. So, theoretically, we could get 54 if we go 7-0. We're 2 points clear of Kelty Hearts, and we are 4 points clear of Peterhead in the relegation playoff. Overall, we have 19,000 income, spent 3,000 euros. We have 53,699 in our balance. We do not have any debt. That's good. Payroll, we are spending 93.5%. I mean, overall, I don't think we're going to, be bringing anybody in at this stage of the season anyways. We do have some vacant roles of the coaching team. Youth is average, good training, immaculate stadium. We are in Cumbernauld. Apologies if I mispronounce that. This stadium was built in 1994. It's perfect field condition. There is no undersoil heating, though. Good training, again, average youth, adequate academy coaching, above average youth recruitment. We were founded in 1874. Again, we are professional. We're in UK and Ireland. We have 4 William Hill Championship wins, and the highest we've been was in the 4th, the William Hill Premiership. Our professional Scottish club currently played in the William Hill League One. They suffered relegation for the William Hill Championship last season and will need to adjust to life in William Hill League One. Hamilton begin the current season with a 15-point deduction. The club play their home games at Broadwood Stadium and possess good training and average youth facilities. The club's training ground is Broadwood Stadium. The club also has adequate academy coaching and an average youth recruitment network. The club is affectionately known as the ACs and retains a fierce rivalry with Motherwell Football Club. As a club which enjoyed its best spell of success during the 1980s and their last competition win coming as recently as 2023, the ACs are a club with a growing history. They finished runners-up in the Scottish Cup in 1911 and 1935, won the Scottish second tier in 1904, 86, 88, and 2008, finished runners-up on 3 occasions, finished runners-up in the Scottish third tier in 1997, 2004, and 2024, and won. It kind of ends there. The Trust Trophy in 1993, 1993, and 2023. So we've never won the Scottish Premier League. If you're unfamiliar with Scottish football, it is kind of dominated by a couple clubs now. However, that might change a little bit this year. Rangers and Celtic dominated. Hearts is trying to make a run, although here in Football Manager, you can see Rangers is well and truly clear of everybody else. So there's Motherwell, which is our rivalry. So we would need 2 promotions. Right, we're 2 promotions away. Of course, we did have the 15-point deduction. Now, if we didn't have that, right, we would be at 48 points right now, which would put us theoretically, right? Well, no, not theoretically. We'd be in second place. No, this is Ross County. Those are some neat kids. I like that. Wait, that's a championship. Never mind. That's not where we're at. We're in the League One, so 48 points we'd still be in a promotion playoff, right? We'd be in third. But we did have our point deduction. We have 23 players. The average age is 23 years old. We are going to try to build through the youth for the most part. We're going to try to have a primarily Irish, Scottish, and Welsh club. Although there will be exceptions, of course, to that, but especially when we're, in the lower levels. Like if we are able to find some wonder kids from elsewhere, we'll do that. But for the most part, that is what we're going to be focusing on. We have 9 days to go, so I do know that this is not going to actually happen because I've done this a couple of offline saves where because you're there for such a short period of time, the intake just really doesn't take place. Neil Stafford, we think, is going to be a decent goalkeeper. 18 years old, 5'11". Okay. Josh Carson, midfielder. I do like the kids. I like the fact that we have good training. We'll obviously try to grow out through the youth team. Walsh takes the Hamilton hot seat. The supporter profile has a high influence, 39,000 social media followers, 100 season ticket holders, nobody on the season ticket waiting list. Will decline the responsibilities and squad introduction. Transfer embargo has been placed on the club. We will not be able to sign players over the age of 20 during this time period until May of 2026. So we have a transfer embargo. We had a point deduction. The club expects us to work within the payroll budget and avoid relegation. Yeah, we'll accept that. I think we'll be able to do that. And I do love this 3-4-3. And I do usually have the same formation in and out of possession. The quick pick. I don't know how many of these players are going to, their contracts are going to run out. You could see not a ton of talent, but, Gallagher, 3 stars. Let me think, a 26-year-old kind of defender or wingback. We do have some attacking talent. Bradley and McKinstry, we think are going to be pretty good. Let's actually load in my 3-4-3 positive, right? So Bradley, we'll take a quick look at, although we think he's a better right winger, but 6'2", 23-year-old Scottish Stephen Bradley. Might be one of those guys who, moves on. McKinstry as an inside forward. Another 23-year-old. Switch sides. There we go. Then we have O'Hara as our channel forward, 27 years old, although he's not a natural striker. He's better as a winger or a wide midfielder. Do we have a striker? Mr. Black, 19 years old. Okay, Ben Black. Shaw, 28 years old. 6'1", finishing of 8. That is Oli Shaw. Yeah. It's not awful. Well, it is kind of awful, I guess, but that's an area we'd like to see improvement. Under 19s, let's see. We have a few players. Cole Sterling, finishing a 12. All right, it's just 5'6", but finishing a 12, not bad. Finley, Cameron, another finishing of 12, 5'10", a little bit taller. So again, with the transfer embargo, I know it says it's going to end in May. It is the 16th of March. We have Cove Rangers in 5 days. We're coming off of a win where we beat Queen of the South. Cove is right above us at 36 points. We're actually 14-6-9. So results-wise, Hamilton are not in a bad position. He was a player head coach at Hamilton Academical Football Club. We'll take a quick look at my manager and my profile. Yeah, we're unsuited at everything. So making €525 a week. Promotion salaries 25%. Contract will expire on the 31st of May, 2027. So yeah, I like the idea of Hamilton. I think there's some potential here, right? I think next year when we don't have a points deduction, hopefully we can, get promoted to the championship. And then I don't know if we'd go up in back-to-back years, but again, building up the youth, building up, the setup of the club, and that hopefully building up the manager as well. My goal would be to try to challenge eventually Celtic and Rangers. So we're probably going to be at Hamilton for a little bit. So this is a build a manager. I don't know if it's going to be like a true journeyman save though, which is usually what I do. I kind of bounce around about a bit. Here I am going to try to take Hamilton. Also, international football, I think, is supposed to come out in April to FM26. If that's the case, I'll probably still be at Hamilton, and then potentially, actually, the big goal would be try to take out Wales, Scotland, or maybe Ireland as an international manager while staying at Hamilton, at least for a while. But thank you, everybody. Take care, and I will be back. We'll do the 5 days here before we'll set out the advertisements for the coach sheet of the recruiting. We'll set up training. We'll kind of go through all the press conference and the introduction stuff and all of that. And then we have Cove on the road, Kelty at home, Stenhousemuir, apologies if I mispronounced that, at home. Allo, Montrose, Peterhead, and then Inverness. So we have 4, 5, 7 matches. Again, we're 4 points clear of the relegation playoff. Probably need to win a couple, just to make sure we don't get relegated. But thank you. That's where we're going to stop for today, and I will talk to you in a little bit. And again, like the goal is when we come back, we'll have Cove, and then maybe we'll do Kelty Hearts for our first home opener. It'll be a 2-episode or a 2-match episode next time. Thank you, everybody. Sorry for a little bit of the rambling, and I will talk to you later.